So I was in Israel recently, and on a Friday night after dinner, there's a family that everybody knows, everybody goes to for the Oneg Shabbos, for a celebration after the Friday night dinner. And this family hosts many, many people, many youth groups. They're really fantastic. And everybody goes and they're singing and stories. It's wonderful. So I was with a group of 51 women. I was leading a group of touring and learning. And after dinner Friday night, we walked over to this family. And of course, it was packed full. Kids from different youth groups. And there was a group from Hebrew University. And I was sitting beside this really nice guy. He's a nice boy. He's 19 or 20 years old, from England. We're chatting away. And he was at Hebrew University for the year. He was on a youth program that brought him for this Shabbat experience. So the woman who is the host of the home, she got up and she told the story about how her and her husband had become more Jewishly observant. It's a very amazing, dramatic story, filled with divine providence. Had to do with her children and how their lives were saved physically and spiritually through a series of events. It was an amazing story, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. At the end of the story, this boy turns to me and he says, "Well, that was pretty far-fetched." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Oh, because that happened, and she's reading this into it." So I said to him, "Do you believe that life is chance, circumstance, random, chaos? Or do you believe that everything happens for a reason?" He said, "A little bit of both." And I said to him, "You can't have it both ways. Either there's meaning and purpose in life, or there's not." You know why he said a little bit of both? Because he couldn't handle it either way. He couldn't say, yeah, life is chaos and random and circumstance and chance. He couldn't live with that. But he also couldn't live with there's meaning and purpose and design in the world. So he said, a little bit of both. You can't have it both ways. He was afraid. He was afraid of either choice. And I told him, and he was quiet. And I told him to think about it. There's no such thing as luck and circumstance and chance. Things really do happen for a reason. But it's our free will to see it that way. You can always chalk it up to like, oh, but come on. You've seen God's hand in your life. You've seen that things happen for a reason. And if this hadn't happened, then this hadn't happened. Is it scary? No. It's amazingly comforting to know that God runs the world and we don't. I'm Lori, Almost Live.